there are 4 different seasons that I experience as a woman a month. And so what I'm saying to say that is that's to me a time that we can bond and understand each other better. But I don't think it should be considered a break, and that it's one is better than the other. If anything, because I'm on this time, we're both being mindful, but now I'm heightened. My sensitivities are not just heightened and I'm just a wreck. No, my sensitivities are heightened because I'm a spiritual being, and guess what? I might download some shit this time. I'm doing some transmuting of the energy in this relationship. I'm releasing. It's a full moon tonight in Aries. Like, y'all know, we can take it there,
Well,
but all I'm saying is we have to
Raimi,
consider
that's a very small percentage of women that will
I
have that
say that.
idea.
I was just
but you
about
know
to say,
what? I just
That
think it has to do with not being
that's
educated.
an
you have
extremely small percentage
But we're
of
not
women
you're a
educated.
that
wonderful outlier.
that will react like that.
You're a
You
wonderful.
have to, you just how you guys were saying how how us men don't date men. Y'all women aren't dating women, so y'all don't understand what it is that King is actually saying, because the truth is that first day or that day before, when y'all don't want to be touched, you just want to be in bed, we still have to be proactive as to us being the man. So
It's,
that at that time, if you don't want to cook,
time we're
you don't want to have to deal with the kids, whatever the case may be, it's on the man to take on that responsibility as he's already doing, you know. So it's what you said actually strengthened it, because even in that case, if we're using your example of how it is that you may react, it's still on the man to step up and say, okay, well, let's bond more while you're experiencing this. Because in most cases, you're not going to walk up to him and be like, oh, I'm cramping. Let's bond.
Is
That's not, you know what I'm
listen,
saying? That's not what's going to happen.
is
So
I might be, I don't want to say an anomaly and all that, but what I'm saying is that we all have been conditioned in a way that, that what I'm saying, I've done a lot of healing and a lot of self inner, I've done a lot of self work. Okay. To be at that point where now I can say something to you say my guy or somebody that I'm talking to or whatever is going on. And a lot of people didn't used to make it through my cycle, right? Like that used to be red, mayday, mayday, right? Like people did not make it
now,
past my cycle because I was purging the evil. Okay, I get it. But I didn't have at that time, and I'm just being funny when I say purging the evil, but I didn't have at that time the education about what I
you
was
know that's what it
actually.
was.
Okay, look, but I didn't know what I was actually experiencing. And now that I did the research, because they don't teach it in school, they didn't teach my mother and my mother, and like a lot of black women, right? They experience having fibroids and things like that. I've
Mm.
done enough study to understand fibroids have to do with unexpressed creativity and feelings. Okay, so what I'm saying about this is there is a lack of education for women about themselves. So there is no way for them to be able to teach their partner this. And here I am giving that information to you guys, and you want to double down. Hear me out. Y'all want to double down on why it's harder to be the man. What I'm saying is, if as a woman she doesn't understand herself, she's not going to be able to communicate that to you. And all I'm saying is, we can all do a little bit better job, especially if men want to be considered the leaders in the household. What is this woman actually going through? Do the research instead of just, okay, let me.
Do you see how you're passing on you're passing on the accountability and the
No, so big.
responsibility
If
to the
I can just
man?
this
Let me
last,
say,
if I
You're
can, if I
literally
can finish my
strengthening King's point.
if I can finish my last part, and I promise I'll be quiet and just listen. But what I'm saying is, I don't think, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think what you guys are saying is in opposition to what I'm saying. I'm not taking accountability for the fact, because I started out by saying women don't know themselves. Anybody who doesn't know yourself is a problem, man or female, right? If you don't know that you what you're experiencing so that you can effectively communicate that, you are the problem. Yes, women have to take accountability for what they're experiencing, period. Okay, I get that. But what I'm saying is there is a need or a want for everybody, right, to connect with the opposite sex and not be lonely. They want to have someone, right? So if you want to have something, just like if you want a new car, you do the research on it. You learn about it. What does this button do? What does that do? You go do some research on it. So I'm not putting the accountability on a person, but you want a woman in your life, so you should do the research. And that's
Raymond,
all I'm
that's
saying. And the same thing
you're
for a woman, right? She needs to know herself. So I'm not putting accountability on the man. I'm just offering, right? And it's
that's
up to you. Hold on, Viz. I'm offering something, and you can decide to take it off the table or not, right? But I'm just offering a way to make it easier to connect to a person is in its education. I'm not putting that
Raymond.
responsibility on somebody.
Okay, so I agree with everything you said. The thing is that if you don't know yourself, how on earth am I going to know you? If you don't even
I
have
said
your
that.
own, if you don't even have your own uh owner's manual, there's no way for that man to have an owner's manual on you if you don't even have it.
I said that. I said that, Viz.
Right. But okay.
So you either
Go
you
ahead,
gonna go to
King.
agree with everything I said, or you finding a way to you find a problem with what I said? Because I'm just saying that I said that, right. Women do not have the information, but just because you don't have the information doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and it doesn't mean that it isn't an opportunity to go learn. Hey, baby, what's that? What's that? Because I don't like it. It's a problem. We need to figure that out because we need peace here. This is supposed to be a safe space. And I hope anybody that's listening, y'all, the book is called Red Moon. It's a really good read for men or women if we want to learn more about the cycle and where all life comes from. And I digress.
What does it mean when? Because I often hear this all the time. Like, what does it mean when women say that they're going on a spiritual journey? Like, what is that?
I think any spiritual journey is back to yourself. Honestly, that's my opinion.
Uh,
I think it means doing whatever's necessary to be centered in that peace to move forward and make space for anybody else.
Yeah, I don't think that I think that there is, with us being ever evolving beings, you I don't think that you honestly ever truly know yourself. I think just how they say the man that knows everything knows that he knows nothing. I think that goes along with the concept of you will forever be searching to find yourself, because we're always changing. We'll always need different needs and wants and desires. uh just as they say, to every level is another devil. This is something that is going to continue for all of your days. So I think the spiritual journey is understanding that, and being okay with yourself, and understanding the journey of it all. The journey of it all is the most beautiful part.
How
There's
come I
a
never hear men saying it? Saying they're going to make a spiritual journey.
I don't think that men, I don't think that it's said amongst men, because I think that it's worded differently amongst men. And I think that it takes a certain type of man to understand that, because traditionally we're taught to just do it, just to go about it. There's a story in this book called The Alchemist, where the protagonist got to this garden, and the tender told him to walk through the garden while holding a spoon and don't spill a drop of it. And he walked through the garden fully focused on the spoon. And I think that most men walk through life only solely focused on the spoon, much rather than actually enjoying the garden, and where you're actually going to enjoy the journey, where you taking the time to look at this butterfly that's crawling on this lilac, and the sense that's coming from it. All of that is a part of the life journey, your spiritual journey, you being able to appreciate everything that comes with life, much rather than just solely being focused on that oil in the spoon.